I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for, just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, hey, we don't do that. If this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody...
You wanted him to be an immigrant. That's what you wanted. You either wanted him to be a or a Mexican immigrant. Y'all was banking on it. Y'all was like, yes, if he could have just been a Mexican, if he could have just been black, we could have get this race war on and popping. Yeah. No race war for you. It was a 22-year-old white kid whose daddy was a Republican pastor and the whole family were Trump supporters.
Do you know how racist you've got to be to come out as the governor of a state and say this?
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for.
He literally prayed that the killer was an immigrant, that the killer was from another state, that the killer was not from the United States of America. And in short, he was pissed that his racist prayers were not answered. Is racism a religion in America? Because what the hell? He literally wished the killer looked something like this. But if he did his homework, he would have understood that the last 4 mass shooters in America looked something like this. Even the state secretary was looking at him like, what the hell? This is just another classic case of how can we blame the niggers? How can we blame the immigrants? How can we shift the blame on someone else? I'm sorry to break it down, Mr. Governor, but as you all know, the killer was indeed one of you.
Hey, Dad, we're gonna go out and get something to eat. Hey, Jesus, you know, I'm famished. I could go for something to eat. They just opened a new Nobu on the 5th level of hell. Do you want to go check it out? Again? Oh, my God. Ooh, I guess you're not taking that prayer. Oh, my God. Decline. Jesus, who is calling you that much? Are you Holy Ghosting somebody? This is just getting... Again? Decline. Okay, Jesus, who is trying to reach you this bad? Because this is wild. It's that mayor from Utah. You know, he called me 33 hours straight praying that this was somebody from another country. Oh, why am I not surprised? It's Utah. And can you believe that man tried to debate Peter at the gate? You know what? I'm putting this on Do Not Disturb for all of Utah. Because y'all keep playing. Why you keep calling me on this? This is some mess. Oh, Jesus. Not the whole state. Well, how about we go get some drinks with dinner and you just forget about it? And I think we're going to shut down the entire office for the entire weekend. How about we just all take it off? You know, I got to touch base with the elder gods, but I'm pretty sure we can pull like a little mini vacation. I'm always down for a little staycation. Yeah, let's make it happen. Shut your phone off. Don't answer none of them prayers. Leave them all on red and just enjoy yourself for the weekend. I'm pretty sure the earth could survive.
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us, that somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for.
Lock in, fuck niggas. What the hell did I just hear? Did the governor of Utah, who has one of the most lax gun laws in the state, is surprised as one of his residents that committed the assassination? It's been confirmed that Tyler Robinson, a white man from Utah, was the one that assassinated Charlie Kirk. Not a black person, not a Muslim person, not a trans person, but a white man from Utah. Now, based on his voter registration, it shows that he has no affiliation to any parties. Now, there isn't any direct evidence to show the individual individual's ideology, although there is a photograph of the individual in a Donald Trump costume. There are numerous photos of the suspect handling firearms, which clearly shows that Utah gun laws failed Charlie Kirk. And I still don't understand how the Utah's governor is still surprised that it was a white man from Utah that did this. If we just look at all the attempted assassinations and assassinations that happened this year, all of it was from white men. State lawmaker Melissa Hortman, suspect is a white man. The 2 assassination attempts on Donald Trump were white men. But you guys won't acknowledge that. And the reason is because Charlie Kirk bred the idea that white Christian people are the perfect being and anyone outside of that are criminals or problems. And any white individual part of any minority group is a corrupted individual. I would say pray for Charlie Kirk's family, but my prayers are wrapped up into the HBCUs that got those threats, Gaza, Sudan, and Congo.
They are finally saying the quiet part out loud. Let me just play you the clip because you're going to be shocked to hear this.
I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I hoped for. Just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, hey, we don't do that here.
So we have now reached the point with shootings where people are just outright saying, I wish it was someone from out of state or an immigrant because that would be easier to push my agenda. And not only that, that is a governor saying this. This is a person holding office saying some shit like this out loud. I truly don't know if we're heading for dystopian times or not, but I do know being politically correct is over. Everyone is kind of fed up. They're saying the quiet part out loud. People aren't giving sympathy on either side, and things are clearly about to get worse.
Hi family, how you all doing? Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Olivia, in case you're just seeing my face for the first time. Family, Governor Voto just admitted that he prayed for 33 hours, right? That the shooter wasn't one of them, like one of us. Now, we all know what that means, right? He wasn't just praying, it wasn't a local, member of OTA. Deep down, he was wishing the killer was a person of color, probably an immigrant, someone he could point the finger at, right? That's not prayer, guys. That's prejudice. Okay, that's not faith, that's fear. Because instead of addressing the hate and violence in his own backyard, he wanted to blame and shift the whole thing onto black folks, brown folks and outsiders, right? But here's the thing you guys don't know, white folks, you guys don't know that God don't answer hate prayers. You can pray for 33 hours, 33 days, or even 33 years. If your prayer is rooted in racism and scapegoating, it's not reaching heaven, honey, okay? What America needs right now isn't leaders praying for the violence to fall on someone else's community. America needs leaders who pray for wisdom to change the broken system, courage to stand up against hate, and compassion to protect every life, not just their own, okay? Let me know what you think about this video and about his comment in the comment section, okay? And of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and support the channel by subscribing to the channel. Let's keep watching, family, to see what people have to say about his prayers, okay?
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country. Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way
I'm going to address the governor of Utah in a second, Spencer Cox, but real quick, I just want to show y'all something. Y'all see somebody like Representative Nancy Mace, you see her rhetoric changing now? We know Charlie Kirk would want us to pray, right? Using keywords like pray. The man of faith, Tyler wouldn't have pulled the trigger if he got to meet Charlie. You see the sympathy now, right? You get me? Okay, all right, cool. Now, with that said, you guys hear the old saying, right? You let people talk long enough, they'll tell on themselves. That goes for everybody, myself included. But, see, Governor Cox there might think he hit it enough, right? I know I've seen all of y'all in other comments already pointed out, hey, brother, what did you mean by that? Ladies and gentlemen, we got him, right? You didn't cover that up well enough. You didn't put enough lipstick on that pig, right? No. we were able to spot what you were saying there, because think about it. What is the demographic of Utah looks like? Right? That should help you get to your answer, which is at the end of the day, what he really did mean, what he did imply is that he was hoping the person that did it looked closer to the FBI director behind him, Cash Patel. Yeah, that's right. Because at the end of the day, it would allow them to look away. It would allow them to not have to look in the mirror and realize that we're all in this together. We're all cooked. People are disturbed. It would allow them to not have to address the issues that we have in regard to gun ownership, right? That's what would have happened here. It would allow them to just demonize yet another marginalized group. It would allow them to tell their base as usual, it's so-and-so that harmed you. It's so-and-so. It would allow them to ignore the fact, some of y'all don't know this because you're not deep in the trenches, to ignore the fact that a lot of them far-right people, them right folks, they're not as united as you think they are. I don't want to start throwing names of certain people out there. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They starting to say this is one of their disciples. Infighting. Apparently, Charlie Kirk wasn't right enough for them. He wasn't far right enough for them. You know how damning that is? You know how damning that is? I will mention one more thing that a brother had mentioned on live. Shout out to my guy, Lil KD, and said, if they were really sincere about this thing, if they really viewed this as martyrdom, as they like they really truly feel, they would be asking black folks in America. They would be asking black folks in America, what is it like to deal with this? What is it like to deal with people that have actually fought for your freedom, people that have actually spoke the truth, to get hurt, to get unalived by members of the state? In the same way I told my brother Loki D, I pointed out, I said, that's because subconsciously they know this isn't the same thing. They know Charlie Kirk wasn't an enemy of the state. They know that was Donald Trump's boy. They know that within what's going on here, it's their own people doing God knows what. They know it's not all, peaches and cream, even though they have the power. They know there's more to this than the fear mongering that they've thrown out there is. They know it's more about what's going on within them. They know they are agents of chaos. You understand what I'm trying to say? All right, good talk. I think I've said enough.
I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us.
See, and this is exactly why Jesus be up there declining y'all prayers like they are spam phone calls. Because what do you mean you prayed for 33 hours that it was somebody from another country or another state?
That prayer was not answered the way I hoped for. Just because I thought it would make it easier on us if we could just say, hey, we don't do that here. And indeed, Utah is a special place.
Or a person of color is what you're saying, because it would be easier for you to enact violence against them. It would be easier for you to just go along with the narrative that everybody who comes to this country is some kind of deranged animal, because we don't do that here. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Even in Utah, you're like, oh, well, we're leading the nation in churches. Yeah, churches that have people who are being held against their will. Oop. Churches that we're trying to fight to keep child brides. Oop. What do you mean? This is exactly why ain't none of them prayers or thoughts in prayers worth shit from y'all. Get out of here.
Let him be an immigrant. 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 A Latino, person of color. Person of color, transgender, please. Let him be a transgender, please. A woman, let him be a woman. A leftist with purple hair, pink hair, blue hair, any freaking hair at this point. Please let him be. Some from California, New York. Washington, please let me from Washington, please. Please don't let it be one of us, not white, not Republican. Please, not rich, not a man of God, not a Christian, please. Let him be someone crazy, a leftist, someone, blue hair, green hair, please, God, listen to my prayers. I've been asking for 33 hours.
O Lord, I come before you today to ask that our great hero's killer may be black, Hispanic, Muslim, gay, transgender, or at least foreign. This we ask of you, true Christ our Lord. Amen. Sir, we just identified the killer. Please be black, please be black, please be black. His name is Tyler Robinson. Tyrell Robinson, yes, go! No, Tyler. Tyler? What ethnicity? He's white, sir. He's white? White like me? White like flowers, sir. That can't be true. Well, okay, well at least he's got to be far left. He's got to be one of the liberals. He's actually a Trump supporter, sir. MAGA? Him and his entire family are known conservatives. In fact, he actually donated to the Trump campaign back in 2020. He donated to Donald Trump? Yep. And he wore his costume. Well, this can't be right. The FBI... Well, actually, his dad turned him in, not the FBI. His dad turned him in?
Mr. God, sir. Yes, what is it? We have a new prayer that just came in. It's from the governor of Utah. How long is this? 33 hours, sir. 30 hours? He's asking for what? Leave this unread. File it with all the Cowboys fans' prayers who keep asking for their team to do something in the playoffs.
God, please, I've been praying for 33 hours. Praying for 33 hours. Please, please, please don't let him be one of us. Just make him, an immigrant. Make him a brown individual. Transgendered. Just don't make him one of us. Maybe outside of the state. California, maybe. I'll take New York, too. Any of those states. But please, not someone from Utah. Please, no, we cannot. We cannot. You found them? You found him? Yes. Is he black? No. Brown? An immigrant? Transgender? Oh. Who is he then? No, he's one of us. I can't. God, what happened? I asked you, I prayed to you for 33 hours. 33. You didn't listen to me. Why? What are we going to do now? I don't know.
For 33 hours, I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country.
And there you have it. Utah Governor Spencer Cox said he prayed for 33 hours that the killer wasn't one of us. What he meant was clear. He was praying it wasn't a white Republican. He wanted to pin it on a black person, a Latino, an Asian, an immigrant, someone queer, someone trans. He wanted anyone else to take the blame. That's not praying. That's bigotry. That's scapegoating. And it tells you exactly where his priorities lie. Protecting his party instead of facing reality. That the violence is coming from within. Well, sir, your prayers weren't answered. Tyler Robinson was a registered Republican, homegrown in Utah.
To the Utah governor, why do you need it to be someone else? I mean, we know why, but I just wanted to hear it from you. I hope a reporter follows up on that you were hoping that it was a foreigner or someone that wasn't a part of your community and it wasn't one of you guys. I'm very curious at how we're going to approach that line of questioning. Now, you did mention the death penalty. My question is, are you still about the life?
Utah Governor Spencer Cox gave a press conference today saying that he had spent the last 30 hours praying that the person who unalived Charlie Kirk was not from this country. He was like, it would have just made it easier on us if it wasn't one of us. Like, hey, we don't do that here. That's a direct quote. Imagine his surprise that it was a homegrown, white, cisgendered male whose parents are Republican. He was not affiliated with any party, and he didn't vote in the last two elections. Imagine the disappointment he had that he couldn't pin this on a community that was not the very thing that he sees in the mirror every single day. Every person that was in the room that he was talking to, the people that they are all talking to each other online about. The call is coming and came from inside the house, babes. Y'all were dying for this to perpetuate and propel your culture war. What now?
Man, y'all cap ass niggas talking about it's one of us. I ain't seen a picture yet. No, okay. But like one of them, right? Like definitely a leftist, like looks like us, but doesn't think like us, right? Oh, okay. Well, at least he's not a Utah citizen. He's one of those crazy people from the other stage, right? That's 20 of them? Now, if I'm being honest, like my nephew could be his brother. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if I could spin this, even if I was a Beyblade. I could have sworn it was them monkeys from Detroit. And you mean to tell me it's a motherfucker that looked like my first cousin? What are we? How am I gonna excuse the God, now I gotta call off the raid. Look, I'll explain later. Don't ask any fucking questions. Just call off the raid, dude. I figured Dude, just call off it. Look, take the fucking mask off. Make sure you bleach them. Store them somewhere safe for next time. Call off the fucking raid. I'll explain later. Can't have any fucking fun these days, dude. God damn.
Okay, now this is what I don't get. We all know that these white folks are crashing out over this Charlie guy. We all know that the suspect, the shooter, was a white guy. We know that it happened in Utah at a rally with over 3,000 white people. So why are the HBCUs, the historical black colleges, universities, getting bomb threats? Why did they have to close 8 of their colleges down for the whole week? How did that shooting have anything to do with black people? Why do you whiteys, or why are whiteys finding us to be the problem? This was a white tee on white tee crime. There were no black people even in the area. Utah? Negative. So please make me understand why our universities are being threatened and they have to close down for the whole week. That issue is between y'all. We don't have nothing to do with that. 90% of us didn't even know who that man was. So what is the problem? What is the deal?
What? What did he say? What?
Did y'all see that the governor said that he was praying for 33 hours that it wasn't one of us? I don't know what one of us means for him, but let's see.
I was praying that if this had to happen here, that it wouldn't be one of us. That somebody drove from another state, somebody came from another country.
Immigrant?
Sadly, that prayer was not answered the way I had hoped for.
And he prayed for that? Out of everything, that's what he prayed for it to be somebody that was maybe an immigrant, maybe somebody that was black, but not a white person to be the shooter. That's crazy. And it just so happened the shooter's from Utah. Another thing that they don't want. I just feel like I'm dreaming of everything that's happening. Like, it just seems so not real, but it's real. But what's also so sad is that a lot of people are like still like standing on their toes, and most of them being Latinos too. It's just crazy. If this doesn't wake you up, what he just said, I mean, I really don't know what would wake people up at this point, because that's just insane. One of us.
Bro, I don't mean to laugh, but racism is funny sometimes, man. All I could do was laugh. That Utah governor got up there and said, dang it, he wasn't... He said, oh my gosh, I can't even say it. He said, dang it, he wasn't a Democrat. He said, bro, and I cannot make this up. He said, I was praying it wasn't one of us. Then Kash Patel sitting behind him, bro, this dude says, I was hoping that it was somebody from overseas. Please, somebody, I'm begging you, screenshot Kash Patel's face in the moment he said that and post it in the comments, please. Oh my God. Y'all gotta watch the video, bro. Y'all have to watch the video, bro. Bro, this is unbelievable. That man legit was up there like, see, I told you it was the... What? It wasn't the Democrats? It was the LG... Huh? It wasn't them? Then who was it? No way. Guys, it wasn't them.
What the fuck, Governor Cook? I can't believe you said that out loud. I cannot believe that you actually said that out loud on national television. And I live in this state. Like, what a racist thing to say. You was praying for 33 hours? Come on now. Come on, you racist. I can't believe that happened.
That's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Trying to get some money.
What was that?
I said, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Just trying to get some money.
Dear white baby Jesus, please let the assailant be one of the dark ones. We know that you would not tarnish our beautiful skin tone's legacy by making this assailant one of us, obviously. You know, you blessed me and my 97 Mormon children with all the blessings ever in our, 87,000 acres of fucking nothing. But I just do wish that it is one of the dark ones, or if he is from the great state of Utah, he illegally infiltrated this state through means of illegal immigration to this country, because if he is white, which he is not, I think I may implode on that stage, and I know you would never smite me, my Lord. I've done nothing but serve you in the Mormon Church, the one true God in heaven of John Smith, the most, yes. Thank you, Lord, for continuing to bless me and making me the great, whatever the fuck.